Trump and Joe Biden and the nation, the American nation. I filed the civil rights on the state of Texas and Trump voters, and I asked the Supreme Court for Trump voters' life. All of the voters to be put to death. And I asked for Trump and his kids, all of them. They get no special privilege. If I'm in that ground and it's this community attacking me, the voters gonna be put to death. And everybody in that Senate, a life for a life, and his kids and him, they get no special treatment. So I want America to stand by what they stand by. I want them to stand by what you stand by. When it's time, if your community keep attacking me, when it's time for that Trump and your voters to set graveyard sites. I meant what I with the FBI. And I'm not sugarcoating it. And I wrote the Supreme Court. And I wrote the Texas Supreme Court. I'm not sugarcoating it. You don't sit up there and play with the mindset and you got a problem, man. As a president, don't do that, man. But the UK and other leaders talking about don't just accept the thing, but you crossed that line, and now your Texas crossing that line, and Governor Abbott sitting up there acting like a dummy while the community keep attacking, right? But that's what you want for business, right? That's what you want. But you the type of man that have no regardless for life. But God gonna see if I'm in that ground, if America gonna live by what they stand for. When you and your kids and the voters, every Trump voters, be put to death. Now talk about it. That's why I put conspiracy charge. They know what they doing. Deceiving, housing, deceiving about the stubbornness there is. But you're a man. You're a selfish man with no moral codes. But you call yourself a leader. Hey, you didn't promise me anything. I picked up a book. But now Houston and the kids and they parents trying to attack that. The black culture because they selfish and lie and hatred. And Boosie want to lie. So I've been getting a disability since I was a kid. I ain't start talking. I went through a lot of speech therapy when I was in New Orleans. My last speech therapy class was in Metairie, in New Orleans. But you the type of man that don't got no honor for what you stand for. But tell your kids, we gonna know y'all a liar. And we gonna know every American a lie if Trump voters can't be put to death and all of y'all that what you stand for. We gonna know that America don't live by its moral code. It don't stand firm on that. A life for a life. Your community been acting up. A life for a life. Soldier Boy been talking. But that dishonesty. Mike Tyson trying to get somebody to do something when you've been dishonest with me. But you're a liar for profit. You don't care. Don't sit up there and do that. Don't care. Don't do that, Capitol Hill. All of y'all, don't do that, man. Don't do that at all. Don't play like this is. And Trump took all of that money, and he didn't care. God and Jesus said, I would have respected you if you would have said, American business, get out of debt. But you're a businessman. You care about profit. You're not in it for the disability. You're not in it to protect. You're not in it to protect. You're in it to protect yourself and your wealth. You're not in it for that. God said, I would have respected you. But everybody hugging you. But let me tell you, God gave me a dream, and all of you got your own little cheeky mindset, your spiritual behavior. And your little spiritual behavior. Your little different spiritual cheeky mindsets. You think God didn't want me about your spiritual behavior? I had a globe, a dream about a globe with a cross on it. And it stood in front of everybody though. But I was able to see all of y'all when your loved ones came and saw you. Spiritual behavior. Y'all different spiritual actors. See your little cheeky mindsets. The to understand your mind, your spirit, and everything you're doing to understand those things, right? Huh? You think I didn't have a dream about you and study? I had a dream about you. I had a dream about every last one of you. Trump. They just not gonna be carrying me in that casket. They're gonna be carrying every voter and your kids and you. I want to see if they can stand by it. I want to see if they can stand by it. The Supreme Court and all of them. No racist jury involved. Just straight up judge on site. I want to see if you can live by that. I measured the Supreme Court and I filed the civil rights on the Supreme Court. Then I filed the civil rights on the Supreme Court of Texas. So they hear each case out each year. But you dishonesty. I'm not mad at you for what your dad gave you. That's not what I'm mad at. I don't hate you because I hear Tupac talk. I'm not mad at you for what your dad worked hard for. But as a president, you have to look at the culture differences. You have to look at the business differences and the behavior that's coming from the society. I said this on a thing to the Trump voters and everybody. Your vote mean nothing when your spirit ain't right. So when God said you can vote, but your spirit can't be right. Your spirit can't be right. So, but the more, tell your community, Governor Abbott, to let this play out. Don't do it like that. Let this play out. Cause they gonna get it. That why you think when you hide those documents in that trunk, I get Capitol Hill and the other people my accounts. You see, in the FBI, they was laughing. They was laughing that the two protective services were doing me wrong, and your 911 dispatcher laughed at them. But the mayor have a racist problem. I want to see how you're gonna lie yourself. Dallas and the mayor lies is gonna get themselves out of this one. I can't wait to see it. I'm not gonna fight with you. I can't wait to see how the stupidity going. I asked for Joe Biden for Judge Kennedy arresting the prosecutors to lose their job. I want to see if Governor Abbott is half of the leader that everybody, when kids are hugging him, when wrong is being done, if he gonna be that leader that's gonna step up and take care of the prosecutors and the Dallas DEA and everybody in that courtroom and the mayor Eric Johnson, because he playing stupid. He playing stupid. I can call the FBI today and tell them when the time comes when I go, don't try to hide documents to protect Donald Trump and your Trump voters. Don't hide it. I'm asking for their death. And the jury, if the jury can't make that call, the jury will be put to death. How do we want this to play out? I meant what I say. I'm not bluffing. At the Supreme Court and FBI, I'm not bluffing about it. I meant what I say. See, they gave me a reference number. So you're the type of man that can't understand it. But I'm not mad at you. But God don't respect you because the culture different of the behavior out of black and white narcissists and the businesses. But I can give you respect for listening. I give you respect for listening to me. I'm gonna give you some respect for hearing me out. That's what I'm gonna give you respect for. I'm gonna give you validation for that. For listening. But I didn't just come to you, Donald Trump. I came to Nancy Pelosi and all the other senators in the other state. Your Social Security lied to me, deceived me when racism was going on, and that with Charles. Dishonesty coming from your call center. But look what you're doing right now. You're stalling and you're putting blocks to not give me my justice as a president. You and your senators, because you with the people. You with the racism, the black and the white. They got a problem. But you put my life in danger. Because you think I wasn't gonna fight back? You really think that I wasn't gonna fight back? That's the difference between me and you. That's sad. That's sad, bro. That's sad. That's sad at the end of the day, Donald Trump. But your kids can smile and sit up there, and these kids can hug you, but they don't understand it. Like your dad, how can I be mad at you for what you got? Cause your dad helped you get it. Yes, 7, 8. Your dad helped you get it. So I'm not the type of man to be jealous of what somebody else have. But we all know that Doug Miller stole my ideas because Jessica was watching me. And it also tells you, do you want your phone contacted? And dishonesty, but he want to treat people bad. But the dishonesty, tell James the jealousy that was going on the clock when my old co-workers and Tabitha and them was hugging me from Xavier and them was acting jealous. See the spiritual behavior, right? Huh. See the spiritual jealousy. Can you identify it? Can you identify the spiritual jealousy? That what your justice is gonna understand it, right? See, me and a customer, I was standing outside the deli in 2018, and I was looking at my coworkers, and I said something. Jessica should think before she hired people, right? And the customer agreed with me. She popped up on me and like I didn't respect her, and she agreed with me, right? But why a man got a problem? Cause they just want their political opinion to be heard and stuck in their stubborn ways. That's what I don't understand about you. Old covenants, old mindsets. But I'm the one. A Mexican guy, as a senator said, they say that Mexico speaks some foreign language from outer space. And he said it's not outer space, it's Mexican, you damn dummy. But God and Jesus speak some language. We all God and Jesus children. We all brothers and sisters. God don't speak the same language that we speak. So Donald Trump, you got to know God and Jesus language. Everybody, I don't know that much, but as we all brothers and sisters and God children. So I don't care if we Mexican, but some of them don't know how to control jealousy to understand it. We let money determine the way how we should act with each other, how we should treat each other. That's why you have not changed. America have not changed. I read a book in 2019 when I was in Dallas County. Love your neighbor, but never fuss over money. It talks about a lot. I read a lot of books, and it talks about a lot. But look what you're doing when you know you're wrong, and you play the side that you played. But I respect you. Because your dad helped you get out. I'm not like Tupac to talk all of this and that nonsense. I'm not like that. I respect you. But OG Pee Wee trying to be a dentist and he trying to say, that would ever happen, guys. What makes the government different than you did on GPV and lie. With Trap Boy Freddie and Yellow Breeze in South Dallas. They was in that mall and they let it go. So Teletexas Music Office, they are a liar and a racist liar with Houston. And they can say what they want. The attack's still not gonna stop. And it's sad. So every day it's gonna come out with something and it's gonna be more stupid here. Hmm. But come on. If I don't sign this thing, China and everybody around the nation is gonna come on. Come on. But they still attacking me. Still think it's all about them. But instead of coming as a team, but after they didn't treated me bad, they don't want to let this play out in court. After Yellow breezing them in the lie. Governor Abbott, you're a leader, right? Can the prosecutors go to jail? Joe Biden, you're a leader, right? Can you give me the prosecutor and Judge Kennedy job? Or you just gonna sit there and play along with them? Because I tell you what I'm gonna do. When I go back, I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna fuss. I'm gonna let the judge talk. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing to you. I'm not gonna say nothing to you. So the thing is, whatever happens, things happen. So I'm not gonna say nothing to you. But you know when I step in that courtroom, you know you're wrong. Hey, why argue? It ain't gonna try to play it by law. It ain't gonna try to get me to run around and say, Hubert, you can fight, you can repeal, you can do all of that. Your different mind tactics is something, right? I bet you that what you say. I bet you that what comes up your little sleeve. But they wonder why their community can't grow because of hatreds and differences, of lies, and wonder why their community can't grow. This guy said the mindset of the elevator, the people in your state holding you back. State of Texas holding me back with lies. How can I leave? And they holding me against my will. And they lying about it. And this community trying to cause a wreck, a violence to happen. So when bitterness and lie, how can y'all will never grow in this community because you let your differences get you apart. But also, you should not let difference in love of God and love of Jesus and spread love in the community should be the biggest thing. But your jealousy intent will get you in trouble. So I would say, yeah, come on. Where you scream tomorrow? Yes. So let this play out. Hey, Houston winning, right? They celebrating, right? They got nothing to lose after they did what they did to me. They didn't lie and rock Santa Rock stunned with the rest of these kids. So he got nothing to lose, right? He's sitting up there smiling and clapping back, and he happy, right? Y'all let him get in the way with all of them in Houston. So he's smiling, right? Get money stopped the way you be, baby, you be drinking, shut up, baby. Hey, I'm just a regular old guy that don't got that much. I'm just a regular old guy. Hey, just staying humble, right? So when I step out my door and people be on the tech and I just want to be me. I don't got, I'm not rich, I'm not nothing, but I'm working up to things. So let God say what they want to say at the end of the day. So I see your spirit and your mindset, but I gotta contain the gifts. And the hardest thing is containing the spiritual energy and the spirit in those things. So I want to see what excuse you're gonna come up with, and people up in there just trying to put me in a situation. People trying to people in situations up in here and in there trying to put me in a situation, and they trying to deceive with their houses and act like they get somebody buy and install. But tell the prosecutors they're not keeping their job. Tell them I would do whatever it takes for you to go down. I don't care when I get my money to hire another lawyer. I'm not settling for less. I'm not settling for less. I'm going to take Judge Kennedy down and the prosecutors and everybody that's involved in that courtroom, no matter what the cost, no matter what the struggle, no matter if I go back to jail. No, I will keep trying. I will make sure you don't ever work again. I'm going to make sure you don't do this to nobody ever again. I want the prosecutors to hear me. I'm going to make sure that you don't step foot in the Justice Department in the courtroom ever again. I want them to hear me. I'm going to make sure I'm going to do whatever it takes. I don't care if you put me in, I got to repair. I'm going to make sure you don't exist ever again. They better find a way to enjoy every piece of it because they're going down. They're not going to keep their job. And Joe Biden, they're not going to keep their job. I'm tagging Joe, they're not going to keep their job. All of them. They better well just give it up while they can. They better well give it up while they can. They are not going to keep their job. Give it up. So I want you to know, give up the job. So you got a couple of things that's gonna happen. Because I'm about to fight like hell. I'm about to fight like hell. So either the prosecutors give up their title by right and Judge Kennedy give up their title and every state attorney and security guard that's involved. And God said, you got a long fight ahead of you. And by the time I'm done, I'm going to make sure you have life in prison or be put to death by the time I'm done. So they're going to make a decision. Make a decision. Either you give me the prosecutor's job at Judge Kennedy or baby, as soon as you put me in there, I fight like more like hell again. I fight again. I never give up. And this time, if I fight more, you will have life in prison. You want to see the prosecutors want to see that wall. They won't even have a chance. They will treat that like a crime, like a killing. I promise you that. I want them to hear me. Either you give up your job and Judge Kennedy step down and accept her indictment, or we going to have a problem. And I'm going to follow the rules. I'm not going to get angry. I'm not going to do nothing. But each lie you tell, each power you abuse, I don't care if I came forward an attorney while I'm in there. I'm going to know you bullshit. I'm going to know you bullshit. I don't care if I got to deal with the same regular ass attorney and a different attorney. I'm going to know you bullshit. I don't care if I gotta go through 10, 20 attorneys. I'ma know you bullshit, you hear me? I'ma know you bullshit. So that's how I feel. Hey baby, hey, what can you lose when you lie? What can you understand when you lie? But you regret a decision that you should have never even made because you wanted profit. You wanted profit. But I bet you the senators stand by you. I see things like it ain't nothing. But it's okay. God see how you is and how I had to deal with you. Cause your mind pieces ain't right. Your mindsets ain't right. So I see how I gotta deal with you and step back and I observe how y'all behave. Oh, trust me. I was on to you in Atlanta. You think I wasn't on to you? I was on to you in Atlanta, Trump and all of y'all senators. You don't think I was on to you in Atlanta? I was also on to you when I was in my apartment on my social media, and you got me off of probation in Atlanta. If you got that much power, you think I didn't know why that lady called me after she didn't call me back the same day? Oh, trust me. I've been on to you. I've been on to you a while. But let me tell you what a call center not gonna do. They're not gonna laugh at me and tunt and hang up in my face and lie and neglect and abuse. You say you want honesty, they gotta give honesty, and they have not gave that. I love a person that says, I'm trying to cut you slack on here. I love a person that laugh. I've been doing this on the civil rights all day. So allow God to just do what they do. So the next time I step back in court, can you be honest? Or you gonna give me the runaround bullshit like y'all do the last time and you let these jealous ass kids with their lying ass come up? Oh, come on, tell a detective. Tell a detective to speak the truth. Tell a detective to speak the truth. Look how they doing it in Dallas right now. Look how they doing it. You let them create a platform. Look at you. Look how pitiful y'all is. That's sad. That's sad. You let them create a platform after you was watching all them. Each time I went to the mall, but one thing I can't. I love my mama to death, but I can't argue about. I just want you to get you go to the thing, but I don't want to deal with the lies that comes with racism and settle for a less when a business lie on racism. But that's the concept of where you're doing it, right?